What's up, guys? Today I'll bring a deck profile on the new Nova Grappler from the Vanguard reboot. This deck will be for a standard build, so it won't be for premium. Let's get on started. For starting Vanguard, we have Battle Raizer. Skill everyone knows by now should be because every starter for the deck, every single clan is the same. When you ride, you draw a card, so you start with 6 cards. That's what it does. Then moving on to grade 3, we play 4 Perfect Raizer. I would say Perfect Raizer is really nice compared to the old one that we have in the original Vanguard. Skill is when this card attacks, you could counterblast 2 and choose 2 of your rearguard in the front row and stand them. This ability only works on Vanguard, but it's not once per turn. So if you have 4 open counterblasts, you could counterblast 4 and restand 4 unit in the front. Which because of Axel in the game, you're allowed to have more rearguard for your for this deck. Second ability is whenever this attack hits, it had to be Vanguard as well. You could choose one of your you could countercharge one and choose one of your unit gains 5k. So it helps you to get another additional 5k for your attack, and the countercharge to help you gain some resource back. Then moving on, we play 4 Battle Droid Fighter, I believe that's the name. We don't play a short Kaiser in this deck because I don't see the card being good. Because I really don't want to ride that card. That's why I didn't play it. I will most of the time I want to ride Perfect Riser, but if not, this card works too. Because it has really nice skill, which is on Vanguard. Once per turn, you could counterblast 1 and soul blast 1. Choose one of your unit, and that unit gains the ability which if it attacks your opponent's Vanguard and your opponent, no, if it attacks your opponent if it attacks your opponent had to, and if your opponent decide to call Guardian from their hand, they need more than one. So it's kind of like a feeded skill, which costs their 2 card in hand. But if they decide to intercept, it only needs 1. Other than that, if as long as they guard from hand, they need to guard with an extra card. Second ability, which is Vanguard and Rearguard. When this card attack Vanguard, if you have 3 or more Rearguard, this card become a 7 plus 5k, which is a 17 attacker. So if you put it on an Axel mark, you will become a 27 because Axel mark, not only it's an extra rearguard for you, but also gains 10k on your turn. Then moving on to grade 2, we play high power 4 high power Raizer custom. This card also it's a old card from before, which got better skill, I would say. So first skill is whenever this is placed on either Vanguard or Rearguard, you're allowed to choose Battle Raizer from your soul and call it to the same column as this unit. So it makes yourself a 15k column, which is pretty good. Second ability is also good, which is on Vanguard and Rearguard. As long as this card attack hits your opponent's Vanguard, you could counterblast 1 and choose a Battle Raizer from your Rearguard circle and put that unit back to the soul, and then choose one unit to stand it up. So it give you extra attack if you manage to hit and Battle Raizer on the board. Then moving on, we play 4 Burst Raizer. It's a self restander. It's really nice. As long as your Vanguard attacks, you could pay the cost, which is counterblast 1 and soul blast 1. Restand this unit, and if you want to have 4 more damage, it gains an extra 3k, so it become a 12k attacker. It hits a cell and protect clan easily, but with force they are 13k base. So even if you restand with this extra 3, it won't hit. So you need more power than that. But other than that, it's extra attack for you, which is pretty good. Then moving on, we play 4 of our counter charger. So not it skill is when this is placed, if you have 1 or less face-up card in your damage zone, you could counter charge 1. Second ability is when this plays, if you have 1 or less soul, you are allowed to soul charge 1. So it's a double charger for you, which is really nice. It can help you with your soul problem or your damage cost problem because you don't have enough counterblast. Then moving on, we play 2 Iron Killer. It's only attacker, I would say. That's why we only play 2. It's a 14k attacker as long as you have 3 or more rearguard. a 14k attacker, which is good because it hits over 4s as well. And putting on an ASL mark, it become a 24. So your opponent needs 15 to guard instead of 10, or before before it even hits. So with this, putting this on an SL mark, it restands, so it's 224 at a time, which is pretty good. Then moving on for grade 1, we play 4 Raizer custom. This is what you want to ride at beginning of the turn, because as long as you are going first, it has a pretty good ability, I would say, which is once per turn. You could put one card from your hand to the soul, and this card could attack your opponent even if you are the first turn. So normally in Vanguard, first turn player cannot attack, but this skill allows you to attack. But the only difference that you lose Twin Drive. So basically, all this card is saying that your opponent will take a damage and you lose the card you drew. So you start with 5 cards in your hand. Second ability is also good, but it's on rear guard and it only activates once per turn. That's the sad part about it. So, but skill is whenever your unit in the same column stand, you can stand this unit back up. So it's a back row standard, help you have a row column of attack. It's good, but I would say if it's not once per turn, it will be better. Then moving on, we play 4 Raizer. This is also one of your counter charger in the deck. It's really good. I would say this card is really good too, because there is certain time you are missing one counterboss, and this helps you during the turn instead of, unlike this one, it's beginning of your battle phase. So this one skill is whenever it boosts, you could pay the cost by Sobasu and counter charge 1. This unit gains 3k, so it becomes an 11k booster, and also give you a counter charge. Let's say for this skill or for this skill that you want to hit, or if you only have one open counterboss and you want to use Raizer build, this can help you a lot. Then moving on, we play 3 Jet Raizer. Only 3. You don't need. There's not a lot of grade 1 being played in this deck, as you can see, but because you want more unit in the front, so you want more attacker. But this card is Vanguard rear guard skill. Whenever a unit is placed on the whenever a unit is being placed, this unit gains 3k, so you can stat this power. So let's say you call this first and you call 5 unit out, so that this card will gain 15k, so it become a 22. If it's on the SL mark, it will become a 32. Then moving on for triggers, we play 4 PG Jaw. It's pretty stable, I would say, this card, because it's perfect guard. Then 3 more draw. We play 7 draw in this deck. There is list that plays 8 draw, but I only play 7 because there's certain thing I want to play for trigger. And we play 3 front trigger. Only 3 because the other space is for 2 crit. I play 2 crit in this deck because most people see as a cell deck, they will think that you don't run crit because the front trigger and the draw trigger, because the lack of hand that you want, and the front trigger give everything to the 10k, which makes the deck a lot more powerful. That's why when you swing with your Vanguard, your opponent sometimes will say no guard because they know it's only 1 damage. So having the crit can trick them, making them think, oh, we need to guard because they see critical trigger. Then we play 4 heal. Heal's just there. Nothing much to say about it. And then we play, for the mark, we play 8 a cell mark. You don't have to play 8. You could play 5 or 6 or any number you want, but make sure you don't run more than 4, I would say, because there is time you will ride your grade 3 4 times, but even though it's not likely because you will finish the game usually with 2 a cell mark, or you either lose because of lack of hand and your opponent, you cannot rush your opponent for the win. But I play 8 just to be safe. So the mark is optional, depends on you guys. And here you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and I will see you guys next time.